At the end of the Republican debate last night, Fox News asked a question that was legitimately like an SNL skit.
Final thoughts and God. Stay tuned for that. Welcome back. In our final moments here together, we're going to allow the candidates to offer their final thoughts. But first, we want to ask them an interesting closing question from Chase Norton on Facebook, who wants to know this of the candidates. I want to know if any of them have received a word from God on what they should do and take care of first. Senator Cruz, let's start from you. Any word from God?
Well, I am blessed to receive a word from God every day and receiving the scriptures and reading the scriptures, and God speaks through the Bible.
You guys have to stop dating yourselves. Seriously, this is Taliban shit. Who says that? Who does that? You know who does that? Extremists. But that's not how these guys think. They think if we get uber religious, that means we're just more right. But if anybody else in any other country does it, well, they might be terrorists. They're radicals. So think about if this same debate was happening in Pakistan and we had video of it, and they're talking about, has Muhammad endorsed you? And you have some tribal leaders like, oh, yes, I spoke to Muhammad the other day. Oh, good. Muhammad speaks to me all the time through his word in the Quran and the Hadith. We would look at that and go, look at these primitive savages, pretending that they're speaking to the Almighty. What are you talking about? It's made up. It's totally made up. If some Hindu area and they were discussing this and they're talking about it, some whatever Scientologist group or some cult. How about that? Some cult, you see them talking about their fake pink elephant god or some shit. You'd be like, oh my God, this is so creepy and so weird. Hop in a time machine. Imagine watching back in the day, people in Rome or Greece debating, I believe in the Roman gods more than you do. I believe in the Greek gods more than... Have the Greek gods spoke to you? Be like, what the fuck? Imagine on stage at this Republican debate, when they ask, has God spoke to you? They go to somebody, they're like, yes. Zeus or Thor spoke to me last night. Or the gods always talk to me on a regular basis. The god of sun once told me that the god of wind was doing this. We'd be like, this is like Mother Goose. This is fairy tale land. This isn't real. Did you talk to the Tooth Fairy? Did you talk to the Easter Bunny too? What kind of fucking horseshit is this? And that's why I'm begging the Republican Party, stop dating yourself. Because you know if you saw people doing this in a Muslim country and they're talking about how they spoke to God, they spoke to Allah, you'd be like, you're extremists and you're crazy people. So my message to you is, so are you. Because I agree, if they're having this conversation in a Muslim country, in a Hindu country, in a Buddhist country, or anywhere about talking to God, I think those are crazy people. I think they're off their fucking rocker. They're making shit up. It's not real. It's fake. But it is with you too. It's not better because you're an American and you're in America and you're a Christian. It's not like, oh, well, our gods are the real gods. No, they're not. You just happened to be born in America at the time you were born in America, and you were born into this religion, so you believe this religion. That's all it is. There's been thousands of religions that existed throughout history. You're telling me if you were born in Palestine in the year 762, you would be a Christian. You're telling me if you were born, pick a religion, pick a time in history. You're telling me if you were born in Papua New Guinea into some sort of pagan tribe or some shit, that you would be, Jesus, I still believe in Jesus, even though I know nothing of Jesus. I've never read a Bible. I've never seen a Bible. Nobody around me has been exposed to the ideas, but I believe in Jesus because Jesus is real. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. It's fake. It's not real. This embarrasses me as an American. It's fucking embarrassing, man. You're talking about leftover metaphysical dogmatic horseshit. It's not true. You're trying to lead the country. You should be up there talking about healthcare and the economy and war and subsidies and all types of serious, serious issues. But instead, you're taking in a limited debate where people are given 1 minute long answers at times. You're up there talking about whether or not you had a conversation with a fairy from space. That's not real. I've had enough of this, man. It's 2015. You're insulting my intelligence when you do this. I'm embarrassed. How do people in other modern countries look at us when we do this? You can't get away with asking a question like that and having people answer it in a place like the UK. You can't get away with that in a place like Australia. Try doing that in Scandinavia. People be like, what the fuck are you saying? Are you a crazy person? In some places in Scandinavia, they have non-religious rates of upwards of like 60%, around 80%. Because you know why? They're smart. They're intelligent people. So, but here in America, we just like embrace wholeheartedly our ancient horseshit. I've had enough of it, man. I mean, I don't think they realize how much they're in their own bubble, how much they're dating themselves, and how non-objective they're being. You can't have a debate where all night, every single guy on stage pretends like, I'm the most objective and factual, and I'm the smartest, and I'm going to give the best policies. And then at the end of it, they're like, totally, I spoke to Jesus last Thursday. No, you didn't, and you just delegitimized everything else you said, even though, by the way, for the record, it was never legitimate to begin with. It's a Republican debate.